Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to More Than a Mrs. Part 3 live broadcast. Hey, everyone. I'm Cynthia Green, your marriage and relationship visionary strategist with Marriage Built to Last. And I am just a wife who still madly in love with her husband, but a wife who wears many hats. We're going to talk about that more later.
Hello, hello, everybody. Miss Cynthia is here tomorrow. I'm so
Yes,
excited.
me too. Me too. Ladies, we're excited for you to show up tomorrow. If you have not gotten your ticket, it's not too late. We do only have limited space because of the different things that we want to do and share with you. We want it to be a small, intimate group, and we want it to be a safe space. So if you have not gotten your ticket, it's not too late. But let me tell you why I feel you should be there, right? So many of us wives, we are just so busy on the go, always having something to do, whether it's with our kids, whether it's with our spouse, whether it's with our friends, whether it's with our job, whether it's with our business, whether it's in the community, whether it's with the church, like our family, our mamas, daddies. It's just always something. And you guys, this is a time for us to just stop, take a breath, and slow down and do a kind of like a reset. And I have to say this. I went to yoga this morning and that's what we did. Like she was like, just focus on your breaths. Don't focus on what happened yesterday, what happened before you walked in this room. Don't focus on what's going to happen when you leave. It was just so in the moment. And when I leave yoga, I feel like I am just ready to take a nap because I'm such in a relaxed state. Like I'm in the car driving, I'm yawning, I'm sleepy, knowing I'm not sleepy, but it's just my body is in such a relaxed state. But not just my body, it's my mind. And she tells us to just slow down your thinking. She's like everything we see, everything we look at, we're having some type of judgment about it or feeling about it or something to say or think about it. And so that's how we are as wives, as women. It's always something, y'all. Right, Lisa? Isn't it always
It
something?
is.
I listen to you and your busy schedule, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm glad mine is not like that anymore.
Well, we're in a little bit different stages, right? I'm raising a teenager, which
Yes.
I posted on Facebook the other day. We dropped him off at camp on Sunday, but I was ready. We drove maybe like 20 minutes or so from the camp, and there's this amazing place out in Virginia called Nova Live, and they have all these restaurants and different things there. We got there around 2. We didn't leave till 7. We had lunch there, then they had a distillery there, and then we walked next door and they had live music, and then we ended up having dinner there.
What you're talking about after you dropped your son
After
off?
we dropped him off.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I was like, listen, I'm all about practicing being an empty nester. Like I'm enjoying being a mom at this stage, but listen, he's leaving in 4 years. We gotta practice that too, because we don't want to be like, who you is. I don't know you. So
That's
I'm
so
like
true.
still dating him. So we spent the whole afternoon together having fun, talking to one another, and we're like, yeah, we looking forward
That's really
to
good,
doing this
Lisa.
again. It was like a whole 5 or 6 hours.
But you know what? That's so important because I know when James and I were over marriage ministry at church and we were asking the couples what kind of things that they want us to talk about. And being an empty nester was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Several people said that they were either already an empty nester or they were getting ready to be empty nesters. And they were like, now what? And it's important to
Time
think
to
about it.
date, girl.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it
I
beforehand. What
do.
do you want this empty nest home to look like? Do you want it to look like you guys sitting at home relaxing every day? You doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, or are we doing this thing together? And Lisa, we both know it's more fun together, right? Not
Yeah.
that we don't need our own separate time because we absolutely do, but it's more fun together. So that's really good. I saw your post. I was like, go ahead, girl. Go ahead now. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I that so to me, where a connection I was trying to make was the presence. Like I didn't think about the kid. I didn't think about business. It was just like I was just present. It was one of the most relaxing moments I've had in a while, and I was like, "This is nice.
Yes,
We
yes,
like
yes,
nice things."
yes, yes. I like nice things too. Yes, ma'am. Oh my goodness. That's
So,
so true. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so those things are really important, and these are some of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow.
yeah.
Tomorrow, y'all, this live workshop is tomorrow. Just so you guys know, I want to say it now while I'm thinking about it. We are adding a virtual component to the workshop. We've had some ladies who don't live in the local area who have requested to if we could Zoom them in. So we will be having a Zoom link that we'll be sharing today on social media. We're going to share it with some of our close friends. And yeah, but it's going to be less than half the price, only $20 a person. Well, about 20, half the price, $20 a person to do live on the Zoom. And so we hope that this will encourage some of you who couldn't be there in person to jump on the Zoom link. This is going to be it's going to be fun, but we're going to do some real work, you guys, right, Lisa? Are we doing some real
Yes.
work?
We are, because it's important. Well, I agree. It's important to do things with your spouse and have fun to maintain that connection. But it's also okay to step off line, right, and be like, I need to write or read or get with other women who are wives to see what they're doing. Because we learn from one
Mm-hmm.
another, either
Mm-hmm.
through success or, I don't say believe in failure, even though at times life can show up as a failure, but just to learn the lessons that they learn. So maybe we can help each other avoid making those same mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, absolutely, because I listen to some of my friends sometimes, and not even just friends. People will just stop me and talk to me about their relationship, like in just anywhere, especially even if they don't know me, but especially if they learn that this is what I do, this is who I
Mhm.
am, like a relationship expert. And even on my husband's colleagues sometimes will approach him when they learn what he does, and people will just spill out all this stuff that's going on in their home, and we're like, you need a breather, you need a reset. Like
Mhm.
I'm telling them, like, you're we get caught up in the moment of what's happening right now, and we don't know how to backpedal and get out of it, so that we're not just focusing on the problem. We have to learn how to focus on the solution. And
Mhm.
sometimes the solution is taking ourselves out of the equation, whatever that looks like. Whether it's going in your bedroom and relaxing, or it's going in your bathroom and doing a bubble bath, whether it's going out and sitting. My favorite thing is going out on our deck and getting in the hammock and just relaxing. That
Ooh, that
hammock puts
sounds
me to
nice.
sleep every single time. But going out on the deck and getting in the hammock and laid back and relaxing, whether it's whatever that thing is. And sometimes it's like just saying, babe, let's sit down and talk about it.
Mhm.
Let's not yell, let's not argue, let's not be in conflict. Can we just sit down and have a conversation about it? And sometimes we don't know how to backpedal and get out of it and do those types of things. Now we're talking about relationship stuff, and that's not what we're going to necessarily be talking about tomorrow. But we do want to hear your voice. We want to hear your challenges. We want to hear your successes. We want to hear your wins. We want to know what it is that you want to get out of the workshop and any future workshops that we do. So it's not going to just be about Lisa and I talking and teaching. It's going to be about all of us coming together.
Yeah, it's definitely not, and I would say almost it is about relationship. It's about relationship with yourself. So that's where it all starts at. I truly believe that leadership starts with you. How can you lead your family? Help to lead your family um, at work in the community if you are unwilling to start with yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's sometimes the hardest thing to do. So really it's relationship with self. And that was your first relationship before you became the wife, the trending word boss babe, mother, all these other, roles that Cynthia mentioned in the beginning. It was you. So that's kind of the relationship that we're going to talk about in tomorrow's workshop.
She
So
said,
that you
boss
can be
babe.
you can show up better.
You said
So
boss babe. I like that. I'm a boss babe. Okay. I am a boss babe. Hey, I'm just gonna be my word for today. My term for today. My maybe part of my focus to today. I'm a boss babe. I'm gonna be on top of this thing today. I got a lot on my plate today to do, but I put up my top three things that I really want to get done today, and I'm going to focus on getting those three things done because I've been going all I'm just getting back home. So yeah, going to the gym takes a lot. Like by the time I get in my car and leave, and 20-25 minutes to drive there, and then I'm there for an hour, and then 20-25 minutes to drive back, and don't let me have to make a stop. you know it's over 2 hours I've been away from home. That's my whole morning. So I'm having to adjust to getting work done in the afternoons, where I'm used to coming in and hitting it first thing in the morning. So my husband comes home from work and he's like, "Oh, you're still on that computer." Because I used to just get off when he comes home. But I can't do that now because my work day starts later, because I am committed. I am committed to going to the gym every day. Do you hear me? I'm committed. I need it. My body feels so good. And
mhm.
like I told you, my mind is so relaxed. Everything is coming into alignment. So it's something that I need right now. And I really was thinking this morning, is this something that I'm really going to do long term? Like, how long am I going to do this? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. This
It
is what you
doesn't
need
matter.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why again, another reason why I'm having this workshop, because what you needed when you were 20s, 30s, whatever the case may be, you may not need that anymore. So
Right.
your yoga is what you need right now. And maybe in another season of your life, you're like, I'm not about to get in this car and go to the gym. I'm just going to go for a walk
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I need right now. So,
Oh, I'm looking forward to the weather cooling down so I can get out and do my walks. I love being out in nature.
me
I
too.
love just walking and just not even really thinking about anything, just enjoying the scenery. I like walking in my neighborhood. I'm always looking to see if any of my neighbors are out so I can stop and wave and say hi and maybe have a conversation. So yeah, I love that. But it's been so hot. You can't even think about getting outside and walking.
I
Even
usually
at
do it later in the day.
no, even at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, it's still so hot and muggy and stifling out there.
Maybe
I
it's the
can't, I
Texan
couldn't
in me.
do it.
I could do 6:30, 7 o'clock.
I love the heat. I love summer, but I walk out there and I'm like, uh-uh. And it's not the heat, it's just so humid and muggy and yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But that's another thing too. We learn new ways of doing things like yoga. Going to yoga consistently is real new for me. So
Maybe you should be my accountability partner because I love yoga. I just be like going to the gym. And there's this one lady in particular that I like, and her being there just does not motivate me to go.
let me tell you, I was well. I don't know if we should be saying this live, but nobody knows where I go to yoga. But I was telling my daughter I go with one lady Monday, Tuesday, another lady Wednesday, Friday. I love, love, love my Wednesday, Friday class. Now I like my Monday, Tuesday class, but when I told her, I said, "This is hard. This is intermediate class." She's like, "No, it's not intermediate. Yoga is yoga." But on the class
So,
schedule, it says intermediate. Her
therefore, it's
class to me
intermediate.
is advanced. I was telling my daughter some of the moves that we do, and I said I could do that stuff back in my 20s. And as a child and as a teenager, I used to do this one thing that she wants us to do. I'm not gonna give my age today, but I can't do that. I don't even want to do that stuff. I just get close to the pose and then I just sit there and I watch her do it. And I look around to see if anybody else is
Listen.
doing it.
But that's
But
kind of what yoga foundationally is. It's not about the pose. It's being present and allowing like your body to get as close as possible every time you do it. It's
yeah, they
definitely
call
about
it practice. You're
yes.
practicing yoga.
Yes.
Well, I'm practicing yoga to the best. I won't even, maybe not really to the best of my ability
You
in my
are.
class, but in the other class, I'm doing it to the best of my ability. I do just about everything she says do. Um, I don't get why they say downward dog is the resting pose. It is not a resting pose for
I
me.
like
Lord have
the
mercy.
dead man pose. Where you just lay on your back. Like, yes.
No, downward dog is where you're hanging upside down. That
Yeah.
is not a relaxing pose for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I digress. I digress. I digress. You guys, we're excited. You see how when women come together, we might talk about anything and everything. Don't have a picture in your mind, just like she was saying in yoga today, of what you think these sessions are going to be about. We are here for you. We are here for each other, and the conversation may go in any direction. So just be open. Let's just all be open. I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6:30 at 11705 Berry Road, Suite 201B. It's upstairs on the second floor. We'll be waiting with you with bells on. One of us will probably be greeting you at the door because that door is locked and we don't want to prop it open. So we'll probably have a greeter at the door. We'll take turns, maybe Lisa. But yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to show up and be in the space. All right. Anybody have any questions for us today? If you are a Mrs., type MRS in the feed, in the comment section. Type MRS if you are a Mrs. If you are a wife, type MRS in the comments and let us know, how long have you been a Mrs.? Like, how long have you been a Mrs.? Lisa, how long have you been a Mrs.?
19 years coming up in October.
Wow. And I'm 18 years coming up in September. Guys, we've been
Oh,
married
we're
around
right
the same amount of
together.
years. Yeah. We didn't even know that,
Okay.
y'all. We
Well,
didn't
so
even know
since
that.
you've been married just a little bit longer than me, one of my favorite questions.
No, a little bit shorter than you.
Oh, no. Oh, shorter than me. Okay. Well, still the question is
18.
applicable. So I always ask people or couples, what is their secret to longevity?
For my husband and I, it's that word that people kind of just take it so lightly, communication. Like, we have talked about and still talk about everything to find out what works for him may not work for me, what works for me may not work for him, and we understand that about one another. So a lot of older people like to say, the men especially, like, I just say yes, or she's always right. That's not true. We don't live in that fake facade type of world. If I don't like something you say, do, think, ask, whatever, I let you know. And same with him. We're very transparent with one another. So I think that's it. Transparency. I'll be like,
That does come
you
up a lot.
wrong. That's not right. No, that wasn't nice what you just said. You need to apologize. Like, we're big on telling each other when something we don't like and apologize, but we don't take it personally though. We're not gonna walk around with attitude.
Actually, I have gotten like a lot better than that. Like I said something, I asked my husband a question and I didn't like his answer. And it wasn't like it was just his answer. And I just kind of like popped off about it. I immediately said, you know what? I'm sorry. That was not right. You answered a question that I asked.
Right. And you
So
answered in
I'm
your
learning
own
actually
way.
to apologize, like just be like, it's not gonna break him. It's not gonna break the marriage. Just apologize, or if I'm really annoyed with what the conversation is, I may wait till the next day and say, well, this was my role in it. So yeah, communication is big.
It is. It really is. And we hear that thrown around a lot. And I'm telling you, people do not know how to communicate. They do not.
Not like
They
we're really
do
taught.
not. Huh?
It's not like we really talk. Children and marriage come with no handbooks,
That's true.
which is kind of why we're doing the workshop. Because I actually was talking to some couples when we were out on Sunday, and they had been married. I asked them the same question, and they had been married 25 years. And I gave him a business card. He was like, I thought I was one of the only ones that like really, valued marriage and I was talking about career and and parenthood and how those are kind of the pillars of relationship. He's like, I thought I was the only one. I'm like, no.
Nope. You should invite them to Couples Fest.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Actually, I'm gonna see. I might see them again in August. So yeah, I will.
because not to put a plug for Couples Fest, I'm really not, but I was thinking about the conference coming up, and I'm like, it's so many couples that's suffering in silence.
Mm-hmm.
So many couples afraid to put their business out there. It's so many couples that don't know how to find or where to find the answers that they need or to get the growth, the change that they need. And Couples Fest is not an event that beats people over the head. Absolutely not. We have more fun than anything, but it's a safe place to come and mix with other couples. And through hearing some of the testimonies and stories from the people, especially the ones who get the awards from us, you learn that people been through, going through, went through the same things that you have. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and there really isn't.
Well, that's
There,
what this is why we out in these suburban streets trying to tell the people that you're not alone. We all go through similar, or there's a connectivity through our experiences. Maybe I didn't go through that particular experience in that particular way, but I have empathy and sympathy for you because that was tough and that could have been the thing that took you
mhm,
out. But look, you're still standing. We're both still standing, so we can continue to move forward. So I think it's validating people and what they're
mhm.
going through is not, they don't have to do it alone.
That's right. They
We're
don't have
trying
to
to build
do it
tribe
alone.
out in these suburban streets.
That's right, girl. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So you guys, we're excited to see you tomorrow. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you walking into a room full of strangers. You don't know anybody. It's okay. We are going to make sure everyone feels comfortable. We're going to make sure that, we have an open space for you to feel welcome and free. So yeah, because we're gonna open up with a little bit of music when you come in. We'll have a little vibe going on. So hopefully, not hopefully, we will see you tomorrow at 6:15, 6:20. Get there early so we can start on time and get out on time. And we just look forward to a fun time.
Yep.
We look forward to a fun time. Lisa, closing
I
words,
think you
closing
said
thoughts.
it. No, we're excited. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. You take care and shoot us an email or DM or a message if you got any questions, if you need anything. If there's something you want us to address there tomorrow, make sure you let us know. If you can let us know in advance, that would be great. So whatever that looks like for you, you let us know. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And remember, you are more than a Mrs. God bless you guys.
Bye.